Scorpio, welcome to your past, present, future reading. This is Empowered World Tarot. We're a new channel. My name is Holly Christine. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Scorpio's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Feel free to exchange out the energies or reverse them as necessary. We're going to lay out a baseline. We will clarify everything, followed by advice cards from the universe and an oracle card. Let's see what's going on. There it is. All right, so you're showing up first, the Nine of Pentacles in the recent past, followed by the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. In the current energies, the Puppeteer, that's a unique card to this deck. Right at the heart of your reading, the Knight of Swords, followed by the Nine of Cups. In the current energies, we have the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Sun. Wow. Nice. What brings us to your reading today, the overall energy is the Mob. Another card unique to this particular deck. And what brings us to this particular reading, the Hierophant. Very significant energy, alignment with your very soul. All right, let's talk about this baseline. It's got a lot of beautiful energies in here, couple concerning ones, but all the details are in the clarifier. So we're just going to talk briefly about this, and we will start with the Mob over here. This is going along with the crowd, but not happy about it. You may be just sort of going along with what others want you to do, or maybe you felt caught up in something you got caught up in and now you're not comfortable. But either way, you don't want to be there anymore. You don't want to keep going along with something. Yeah, it feels really uncomfortable. And yet you're still there right in the middle of it. In the recent past, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups. Well, you're showing me independence. You're doing just fine on your own. Your garden is lush. You have all your resources. You're feeling confident, single. And you're setting requirements. You're setting boundaries, rules, limitations, or you should be, because the Queen of Swords says, this is what's required. This is what's necessary. I'm laying down the law. You have to do it this way because this is what I need. And she's speaking to or about a soul connection, a partnership, two people coming together to share their love. So whatever this soul connection partnership is, boundaries, rules, requirements are necessary before you go from single to partnered. In the current energies, this Puppeteer card, like I said, it's unique to this deck. Talks about somebody else pulling the strings. Somebody else is in control. The Puppeteer. Manipulating the situation. And then right at the heart of your reading, the Knight of Swords. It looks like you're ready to give someone a piece of your mind here. You're ready to take some action. You've learned something and you're like, I'm going to do this right now. Okay. And it's for your own happiness, your own satisfaction that you take these actions. Your own emotional balance, your own individual wishes. Looks like you're taking care of things here. In the immediate future, the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Sun. We are talking full-on victory, reaching your goals. People recognize you for reaching your goals. You completed some kind of feat, and you did well. And managed things perfectly. This may have to do with a business, could be with that King of Pentacles there. Um, he's a great entrepreneur or just general manager of all the things. Uh, and the outcome looks so bright and sunny. This is the happiest card in the tarot. Um, and it's just sheer bliss. Sheer bliss, joy, and great success. All right, let's go ahead and start clarifying. We're going to start out with the mob over here, going along with things that make you feel uncomfortable. Show us the mob, please. What does Scorpio need to know about the mob? Going along with the crowd, getting caught up in what everybody else is doing. This person wants to go a different direction, clearly. Show us the mob. The Lovers. Six of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And at the bottom, what brings us to this little part of the lineup, the Shaman. So there's some manifestation energy that you've got. You want to manifest something, and it has to do with a very important connection on your heart. You want to bring healing to this situation. That's what it is. That's what it looks like. And bring some equanimity, some balance, some fairness where everybody's on the same page and there's equal give and take. Because in this mob card, everybody's not on the same page. The mob is on one page and this person just sort of going along with things, they're not on the same page. So this speaks to wanting to get that balance and gain that balance when it comes to this connection. It has to do with likely this Two of Cups, this soul connection partnership. But it's also tied up to this Ten of Pentacles, which could be family, or just to the very foundation of whatever it is you want to manifest in your life that would be in the ideal, that would bring you stability. And it's just really a really important thing on your heart, whatever this is, whatever or whoever this is. Okay, wanting to bring healing to the situation so that so that things are more balanced and fair and you don't feel like you have to go along with stuff you don't want to do. All right, let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles showing up back here. Independent thinker. You're doing it on your own. Show us the Nine of Pentacles. All right, check it out. The Magician. The Queen of Pentacles. Nice. And the Two of Pentacles. Well, there's some doubt there, but there shouldn't be, because this is all about manifesting, putting you first, your own well-being, your own self-love, self-care, self-nurturing, and just all of it together representing your well-being, your own balance in all of the areas, manifesting, putting yourself first. But you go back and forth, or you're just trying to put yourself first but still keep other balls in the air too and balance. It's a balancing act of how much can I put myself first and still attend to, I don't know, the others, I guess, in the mob. I don't know. At the bottom, what brings us here? The Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is moving very slowly, kind of at a snail's pace over here. It's slow and steady, stable energy. You can rely on it. It's just really slow. That's also maybe things are moving slow in the direction that you'd like. Let's take a look at this Queen of Swords, setting rules, setting boundaries, laying down the law, saying what the requirements are. Look at that, Six of Cups. Are you in touch with a soul connection from the past? Someone you have history with? Because they just showed up. Two of Swords, more indecision, and the Five of Swords, winning at all costs. You don't know how you're going to do this. That's what you're telling me. You don't know how you're going to do what you need to do for you and for them at the same time. Again, it's kind of like over here. You're having a hard time putting yourself first. And that means you're having a hard time setting clear rules, clear boundaries, and clear limitations, and setting the requirements, being honest up front before you go from single to partnered with someone. This Queen of Swords must be in between that and that. In other words, Spirit is saying you need to tell somebody very, very clearly, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. Is that what you want too? Or whatever it is. It needs to be, the cards need to be put on the table by this queen who is, authoritative and disciplined and takes care of herself. So it's like you feel like this is a delicate balancing act of being able to put yourself first to manifest what you want in perfect balance with another person. At the bottom, what do we have? Wow. It's the same Knight of Pentacles that was over here. So it's slow. Was it over here too? Is this the third time? Oh my gosh. I think it's the third time we're seeing this card at the bottom, guys. Yeah. We're going to have to rewatch this and see that. I love when Spirit they have an adamant message. This is the case, and they keep showing us the same cards, and after all the shuffling and whatnot, it's amazing. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles, this is rather a slow-moving task for you to handle. You don't want to move on it. You just are at a standstill sometimes. You're looking at the direction. You're looking at what you want. But you don't necessarily take swift action towards it. All right. Let's look at the Two of Cups. This soul partnership. Okay, and we have, Ten of Cups, King of Wands. There's the Knight of Pentacles again. I can't believe there's only one. We've seen it like 4 times already. That's crazy. Good job, Spirit, moving these cards. And at the bottom, Three of Swords. Well, what brings us here is heartbreak. This could be heartbreak from the past that you had with this soul connection, this person you have history with. Maybe that's what you need to set the rules straight about. You already have a history that you know about with them. And so even though you feel uncomfortable or you can't see how to lay down the law with what needs to be done, that's what needs to be done, because in the past you had a broken heart here. But you're looking for the blessings on your homestead. You want everybody to be happy and joyous, and let's live together as a family and have a wonderful life. Making, confident decisions and actions towards this soul connection. You want to be confident in your actions here. And, but again, things are moving really slow when it comes to this for you. This taking confident action. It's like, this is what you need to do, but you're like halted. You're standing there looking at it, feeling, I don't know, maybe frozen. Like you don't know how to, is this where we look at this overall energy and you're just going along with what they want and you haven't spoken your mind yet about what you really want yourself? I mean, why go along with the crowd? Pull out this Queen of Swords. Tell them what you want. If they're not on board, then you free up your space and time for next. There's plenty of fish in the sea, guys. I know this one's important to you. Connection on your heart that's always been here. The Lovers. All right. And their soul connections. So, yeah, they're very hard to leave. And they're real easy to get back with, aren't they? And to fall into the same old routines. But if you do that, if you don't set these boundaries like now, and the earlier you do it, the easier it is. The more you go along with things and just let things fester, it gets harder and harder. No wonder you're standing around like that Knight of Pentacles, like looking at what you want, but not really moving there in a very timely manner at this pace. I mean, it might take until your next lifetime before you get this job done. Okay, the puppeteer. Feeling like someone else is in control here. Yeah, the mob running roughshod over you, but you're the real puppeteer. You can take the reins and control the situation. Let's see what this puppeteer has to say. This card never comes up. I mean, and as a matter of fact, as long as I've been reading with this deck, I don't recall the puppeteer ever coming up. So this is rare and unique. Show us the puppeteer. Feeling like someone else is pulling the strings in this relationship. Show us the puppeteer. There it is. The Fool. The Five of Cups. The Eight of Swords. And at the bottom, the Wheel. Okay, so we want to turn things around, for sure. From somebody else feeling like somebody else controls the situation to where we don't feel that anymore. We want to turn things in our favor here and have a brand new start. The Fool. A new adventure. Let's do it differently, is what you're saying. I don't want to have the same old strings attached, the same old chords of vibration that were here before. But you are stuck in the past, grieving losses of the past. You're looking at the past, and it has you feeling stuck somehow, and you're stuck in a prison of the mind. It's nothing that you can't get out of, Scorpio. It's your own thoughts that are keeping you frozen. Like that Knight of Pentacles and this Eight of Swords. Prison of the mind, stuck, trapped, frozen in place. It's your own thoughts. Okay. Everyone can get out of the Eight of Swords on their own. There is no outside energy doing this. It's not somebody else controlling the situation. This is an inside job. I mean, I'm not saying somebody else doesn't want control. Clearly, the mob over here, you feel like they have control. Whoever that represents, you feel like they, and they may want you to go in one direction. I mean, there's no denying that. It's just you actually are the one that has control here. It's like you're giving it up to somebody else by showing me this puppeteer card, feeling like or thinking that somebody else has control over this situation, but you really are the ultimate one. All right, let's look at this Knight of Swords right at the heart of your reading. It has great significance here, showing taking decisive action. Show us that Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. The Chariot. The Ace of Pentacles. And at the bottom, the Hierophant. What brought us to this reading, the Hierophant. So that represents alignment with your highest self, alignment with your soul. It's very significant energy. It's just being in aligned with your highest level self. You would take this action, Knight of Swords. I would take this action immediately when I'm in alignment. Okay, so this is Spirit telling you how to get unstuck. We need to get in alignment. That means meditation. That means grounding. That means connecting with the things that bring you joy in life. That means following your heart and what you want. That means laying down rules and boundaries because, you know, that's how you're going to get it. That's how you're going to get what you want in alignment with your soul. Seven of Swords. These are the actions we're going to talk about now. Seven of Swords. Head out. It's time. It's go time. It's time to leave some old way of thinking, acting, being, doing behind. It's time to head out the door. It's go time. It's time to go after what you want, your goals, and to build stability anew. It's a brand new opportunity for you to, but you have to put the work in. And that means rules, boundaries, limitations. You have to set them. You have to take decisive action. You just have to do it. Sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and do it. For whatever reason, you feel fearful and stuck and hesitant. It's like hesitant. You know intuitively, I know you do, know intuitively what you want. And I know you know intuitively that you're fearful about doing it. But this is saying, sometimes you just got to go. It's time to head in the direction that is required to reach your goal as quickly as possible and to start on your new dream and start building the stability that you are looking for. Which is this Ten of Pentacles over here. This life that you want to build. So that's what's here. It's time to take decisive action. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment on a personal level and happiness and emotional balance and feeling really good. Show us the Nine of Cups, please. Personal satisfaction. The Emperor. Speaking of control, he's large and in charge. What else? The Six of Wands. It's coming up next. We get to clarify that. And the Four of Wands. So, control over a successful commitment, a relationship commitment. That's what this has to do with. Getting there successfully, victoriously, in the way that you feel successful, in the way that you would feel satisfied, in the way that you would feel happy and have your personal wishes fulfilled, requires this Emperor energy. This is control and authority. It's great balance and mastery of oneself. It's strategy. You must put yourself first. You must put your own happiness, satisfaction, and personal wishes first to be successful with this commitment. And that means rules, boundaries, limitations, requirements all along the way. Set your demands. That's what it's telling you. Set your demands. It's go time. Enough nonsense, enough going along with things how they used to be or how things turned out before or how you've always been when it comes to a relationship. It literally is time to lay down the law. And at the bottom, the Hermit. The Hermit shines the light in the dark and looks to see what's in their way on their path so that they can heal it, so that they can get it off their path and be successful moving forward. When we look at what needs to be done, this is what needs to be done. Control, authority for your own personal wish fulfillment. All right. Six of Wands. Let's look at this card of success, reaching your goal. And others see it as well. You're being recognized here. Recognized for your win. And we have the Judgment card. That is answering the call to your highest self. Being called to rise up. Being called by your soul to make a decision. And it's a big decision too. It's a major decision that changes things in your life. Page of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. Highly focused on an ending. Looking at a painful ending and just focusing on some major decision to maybe put an end to something. Let's look at the bottom. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're looking, you're watching, you're observing, and you're learning. You're in big time learning mode here. Learning how to be successful, learning how to focus on what it is that you want, and making the decision to take action. And it looks like some sort of ending is necessary for you to be victorious. I don't know what that ending is, what you have to end. Maybe it's calling an end to something that you've been going along with. Maybe that's all that ending is. But it's a great feat and a great victory when you do it. That's what's going to help you get to your goal. The decisive action to do that for your soul, being called from your soul to take decisive action. It's all in alignment. Everything lines up. Nothing feels confusing or uncertain here. Let's take a look at this King of Pentacles, the master manager of things. Show us the King of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Hierophant again. There you go. Alignment. And the Shaman. The Shaman. Maybe that's what we saw underneath here, the Shaman. I don't know. Anyway, this is about manifesting healing for the situation. You're holding on tight, trying to manage things the best you can in alignment with your highest self here, and healing, manifesting and healing. Holding on to that. Good. Don't let go. Let's look at the bottom. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Stay on this path. Stay on this path. Because it's very good and healing for your soul to hold on to this management style and taking bold action and bold moves, doing something new and creative. And though it may feel uncomfortable, it's actually propelling you toward exactly what you want. So, excellent. Let's look at the Sun. The ultimate happiness here, bliss and sheer joy and success. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands again. Page of Swords. Okay, and at the bottom, there it is. Two of Cups. Soul connection, partnership. So that's why we're here. We're here to have our happiness, our happy ever after is what you're telling me. Between all of these, the Sun, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the balance. We're talking about your happily ever after for sure. Communing with others. Taking the inspired action to look at exactly what you need to do and to learn exactly what you need to do about the actions that you need to take. That is your mission, to be successful and to have the joy that you're looking for, your happily ever after. When it comes to when you get together with others, really watching, learning, and observing so that you can take the actions and use that sword wisely. Taking the Queen of Swords actions, it's not going to steer you wrong. Not at all. You're taking multiple looks at things and examining them closer, watching, learning, and just getting ready to take action when it comes to these bold actions that you're not used to. This Ace of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some advice cards for whatever Scorpios are going through these energies. Whoever this is hesitant to speak up sometimes. Something flipped. What do we got here? Okay. The Fool. The King of Swords. the Ace of Swords, and at the bottom, the Death card. Scorpio, this is your major arcana card right here, and it represents transformations. It represents a rebirth of your energy, ending something and transforming into something else. So when we look at the advice cards we've got for new beginnings, the King of Swords, logical decision maker, is to be called in to put your emotions in your pocket when it comes to these logical decisions. Being aware of how you feel, but saying thank you very much feelings. Now step aside so I can make my logical, determined, actionable decisions. And the Ace of Swords is the sword that this King of Wands wields, and it's an opportunity to take action based on absolute truth and clarity. And the king knows. The king knows exactly what he wants. He's true and clear and honest and ready to behave based on the logic of this new beginning, this new adventure that he wants. This is your advice. Put the fears of your heart and your mind in your back pocket. It's time to be logical for yourself. The truth of the matter is, it's time for a rebirth and ending to the way things used to be, and a rebirth into what you want them to be. You're happy ever after. Very good. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's take a look at an oracle card to close off this reading. This is from Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, what message do you want Scorpio to have? Whoever's going through these energies, what message do you have just for them? Oh, something flipped. There it is. Card number 2, Yin. That's so cool because Cancer got card number 1 in their reading just before yours, which is Yang. You got Yin. Let's see. Card number 2. All right, and here is the message that Spirit wants you to have, Scorpio. The essential meanings, the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. The Oracle's message. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you. Ready to accept it when it appears, Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper. And you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Wow. It's like opposite of what this reading is saying, to be honest with you, because everything in this reading is saying it's time for you to take the reins and not let somebody else lead completely when it comes to the limits and the rules that you need to set, your requirements, to be clear about exactly what you want. Anyway, let's see. For a relationship message, it says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures and soft awareness and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Well, I hope so, but that is conflicting. It feels very conflicting. Maybe you receive this message differently than I am. Maybe it makes sense for you because everything in this baseline in the clarifiers is saying your soul is calling you to set some rules in place and get yourself unstuck from this needing to communicate with this soul connection. Most likely somebody that you have known before, had a relationship with before. Um, okay, so I don't know. Put it in the comments. Let me know what's going on and how you receive this message. If you resonate with it, great. Hit like, throw subscribe, and comment, and add your energy to the channel. I'd love to have you. And I look forward to reading for you guys next time. Take care, Scorpio. Good luck.